Yeah, you know, it's weird. Like I watch you guys going back and forth. I don't know. I gotta get out of this situation.
What situation?
This job situation, I think it might be starting to drive me a little crazy. I mean, I know you're having some problems right now.
Slightly, yeah.
But hey, look, at least you're doing something about it, and like you're trying to do something important with your life, you know. But I got no family. I got. Look, I just feel like I want to do something, like to help somebody, like do something. I don't know. Contribute. Work with kids. I mean, I don't really like kids, but you know what I mean.
Well, there's all kinds of ways to be useful, Jeff. It doesn't have to be your life's work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's so great about you guys is that it is your life's work. It's your life's work. You know, it's not just your spare time. It makes me think that's the kind of thing that I would like to do. See, I always thought I would just be like a Navy guy because of my dad, and that would be something. You know, like defend the country. I just couldn't stand it. There's just too many guys all around. Guys, groups of guys. That's not for me.
Yeah, I remember
That's not
you
for
were
me.
telling me something about that.
Yeah.
You think you
Not
got
for
something
me.
about that? Like a psychological fixation you might want to look into?
I don't want to look into anything. I just don't want to be around a bunch of screaming guys.
Well, thanks for saying all that.
It's okay.
No,
I mean, you're welcome.
seriously, I need to hear a thing like that right now.
Look, I know you're having like some trouble right now, but I just want you to know I really admire you. Like even though you're having like some problems, you know, I feel like it's inspiring for me to see somebody else going through all that stuff because they want to do something to make a contribution.
Thank you.
Friends?
Definitely.
So listen, I have a hypothetical situation I want to ask you about. You know, this whole thing with William kind of reminds me of this, so I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
So, suppose you have a friend, right, and a close relative of his is arrested for a very serious crime. Right?
Yeah.
So, okay, a close relative of his is arrested for a serious crime, and that relative is using your friend as an alibi, like William's brother did. Only in this case, it's not really true. See, your friend was not with the relative at the time of the crime. But that doesn't mean the guy did it. It just means he didn't have a good alibi, and he's worried he's going to go to jail. Are you with me?
Yeah.
All right. So now, ordinarily, your friend is a very upright kind of guy. Again, like William, but hypothetical. You know, somebody who would never ordinarily lie for this relative, but he doesn't know if his relative is guilty or if it's a frame up or what. And then he meets the relative's lawyer, and it's one of those like quarter-pointed lawyers, and the lawyer is just completely incompetent and out of it. It's like he's drunk, you know, and he doesn't know the client's names and he can't remember any of the details of the case. Like you might as well not even have a lawyer. This guy's so bad. Are you following me?
I'm following.
So now, my friend, hypothetically, he starts talking to the cops, and without realizing it, he's backing up his brother's story because he can't just bring himself to throw his brother, his relative, whatever, to the wolves. And on the strength of his interview, or for whatever reason, the detectives decide that the relative is a solid citizen and his charges won't hold up in court, and they decide to release him. Again, it's a lot of similarities to the William thing.
What's your question?
My question is, how is anybody supposed to expect my friend, my imaginary friend, whatever, not to back up his relative's story? Like considering he's a human being and he has feelings, and no matter what he thinks the right thing to do is, he's still gotta like answer to their parents and all the rest of them. By the same token, like my question is, what if I know that the story is bullshit because my friend told me so, but nobody even knows I know anything. This is all an idea I had for a novel. See, and for the character that would be me, see, I'm not sure what he should do. It's not his brother, or my brother, but now he's being released, and potentially he's a murderer, but there's no way to tell.
Well, that's why there's such thing as a trial by jury, Jeff.
We'll see, but there's not, though, because the lawyer's no good.
You can do something about that, but you can't just lie to the police.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's good. Like what?
Well, you could ask for a different lawyer. If the guy really was drunk, you could try asking the judge.
Well, hey, what if he wasn't like literally drunk? What if I just said that as an extreme?
If he wasn't drunk, or you can't prove he was drunk, or something really serious like that, they're probably not gonna offer you another one because they have no reason to give you another one. You know, they don't offer a selection. If you can't afford a lawyer, they appoint a lawyer, period.
But then why should my friend tell the truth?
Because
Why should
you
I?
have to, because there's no other way to do it. It's not your responsibility to
No,
try.
it is my responsibility. It's somebody's responsibility.
It's your responsibility to tell the truth.
But if the city doesn't care about its responsibility to provide a decent defense, then
Because
why
the city
should-
didn't deliberately give your friend a shitty lawyer. That's just an individual flaw in the system.
It's not just an individual flaw in the system. It happens all the time.
But it's still
They
your
save a lot of money
responsibility to
in-
tell the truth and obey the law. You can't just make it up when there's some part of it you don't like. You can appeal the
Somebody made up
decision.
the law.
You can try.
Somebody made up the law. A bunch of people like you
Yeah,
and
and
me
if you don't
literally
like
sat
the-
down and wrote up a salary for the court attorneys that wasn't very high. And made up rules about whether you were allowed to switch lawyers if the guy was no good. God didn't make up the rules.
Yeah, and if you don't like the rules, you can appeal the decision, or you could run for office, I guess, or you can vote for somebody that you think
But
would
by
do
the
it
time I
differently.
do that, my
But
friend's
you
relatives
can't
would
just
be
go
a
in and
fair
lie on a murder
It's a fair trial.
I don't know what to tell you, Jeff. You can't lie to the police. I don't know why. You can't.
What if we lived in Nazi Germany?
We don't live in Nazi Germany.
We don't live in Nazi Germany, but what if we did? Would you
It's
still
not
say,
the
okay,
same
we're
as
lo-
Nazi Germany.
Well, it's not the same in theory, but if you look at the statistics of who
Oh,
goes to jail.
come on!
What do you mean, come on? What?
Well, if you think it's so unfair, why are you telling me about it?
I'm not telling
Why
you
are you
about
telling
anything.
me
I'm
about it?
outlining a hypothetical situation for this thing I was going to write. Or try to write.
You know, it bears a really suspicious resemblance to your friend and his brother, don't you think?
Just in general. The details are all different. Like I added the thing about me knowing something about it. You know, the guy isn't a security guard. They weren't at the movies. It's all different in the details. All I did was outline a hypothetical situation.
What do you mean they weren't at the movies?
No. I mean, no. In my hypothetical thing, nobody was at the movies.
Oh, you mean because William and his brother were supposedly at the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you said he didn't tell you about it.
But I said, I'm sorry. I'm confused. About who said they didn't tell me about what?
I thought you said William didn't tell you about it.
He didn't.
Then how did you know they were at the movies?
He told me that.
What?
He told me. This is so stupid. Look, I was just outlining a hypothetical situation based on what William. This is really stupid. It's stupid.
It's okay. Told you what?
He told me he heard his brother was arrested, and that it was for something like for something that happened one night that they were at the movies, and it was really fucked up. And he knows his brother's done a lot of bad stuff, but he knows he didn't do this because he was at the movies with him.
Then why did you tell me he didn't tell you about it?
Because that was it. What I said just then, I wouldn't call that talking about it. I mean, we didn't really talk about it. We didn't talk about it at great length the way I probably would, or like your partner would. Because you know we're a little more long-winded. But you know he told me what I told you.
Which is what?
That you know his brother was in trouble.
Okay, Jeff. If you know something about this, you need to tell me, and I mean like right now.
I don't know. Look, I know I sound like I'm lying, but it's that thing where if somebody thinks you're lying even though you're not. You kind of start to feel guilty, like you're lying even though you're not. It's
Hey!
kind of like that.
They are going to release that kid tomorrow morning, and if he had anything to do with murdering that nurse, That is going to be on your conscience. And if I could tell you're lying, those detectives are gonna rip you to fucking pieces.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Do you want to see what they did to that woman? Do you want to come down to the station and look at the pictures?
No, not really.
Shit! Read your paper! It's on page 20.
I don't need to read it. I already read it.
Come on, Jeff. Nobody's gonna blame him for trying to protect his brother, but you don't want to help him get away with murder, like a real murder.
I'm not.
Do you?
No, but I'm not.
Just tell me the truth. Just truthfully, just tell me what he told you.
I can't. I don't know what he
Hey!
honestly.
I understand you don't want to be going against your friend, and I know he's your boss, but that woman had friends too. She had 3 little kids. Now why is your friend and his brother more important than them? And I just want to tell you, we could totally try to keep you out of it. Whatever you tell me, I can take it right to the detectives and they can use it as background information. You understand? They're still going to have to substantiate it.
You just said they were ready to hang him.
Hey, I know I said that, but they still got to place him at the hospital. And Jeff, if he wasn't at the movies, then he probably did fucking do it. All I'm saying is you gotta say whatever you know regardless, that's just basic. And if they can place him at the hospital anyway, then there's a good chance we can keep you totally in the background. I mean, I probably couldn't promise that, but you caught my word. We could definitely try. Hey, Jeff. I really believed you when you said all that stuff about wanting to do something. Don't you think that woman's kids deserve for you to tell the truth? You want to make a contribution, Jeff? Here's your big chance.
I don't think they were at the movies.
Okay. Why not?
Because you said he wasn't.
Okay. Just tell me exactly what he said.
He told me he heard his brother was arrested.
From who?
From his brother's girlfriend.
Did she say he did it?
No, definitely not.
Are you sure?
Yes, definitely.
But he definitely wasn't at the movies.
Not with William, no.
When did this take place?
Last night. The conversation took place last night.
I understand. Okay.
What are you smiling about?
Nothing. I'm not.
And just now he came in and he told me his brother's lawyer was such a bum he didn't know what to do, so that's why he told the cops or the detectives or whatever. They were at the movies.
Okay. Great. All right. As soon as the detectives get to work, I'm gonna tell them what you said. I'm gonna make sure that...
Hey,
Jeff?